Hello, welcome. Okay, so today I'm going to show you a quick way of getting chords into Ableton in an easy and fast manner. There are many times where you don't have access to a keyboard. You may not be at your home studio, you may be at a friend's house, whatever it is. All you have is the laptop, the Ableton program itself, and you want to get a chord progression going quickly. And there is a way to do this. I stumbled across it a few projects ago and I've been using it a lot, so I hope you get some use out of it too. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to play you the project. You can get a feel for what we're working with, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so just a very simple groove. I got some drums, some hi-hats, a little bit of bass in there. It's time to add some harmony. So let's open up a MIDI track. We're going to call it Chords. Okay, and we all know that chords have to be blue. Now the next thing we're going to do is head to the MIDI effects section on your Ableton browser. We're going to go for two chords, okay? The first one is a minor seventh, and the second one is a type of sus4 chord, a dominant sus4 chord. So I've got these two chords. I'm not going to go into why I chose those two. That's for another day and would take far longer than we have here. But needless to say, these are the two I'm going to use. Now you can experiment with as many or as little as you like. I'm just going to show you two for the sake of keeping it simple. So we've got our two chords. We're going to grab them, hold shift, so they're both selected. We're going to group them up. Okay, we'll name this rack. I'll call it Jehan's Easy Chords. And we want to head over to the chain selection section over here. Very important. Now this chain selection is really cool. What we're going to do is we're going to add a second chain. We're going to drag the sus4 chord to that second chain, and we're going to rename them minor seventh, dominant sus4. And we want to hit this button here, the chain button. This will allow us to map these two chords to different values of a macro knob. So I'm going to take this sus4, I'm going to bring it all the way to 64, drag it across, okay? I'm going to take this minor seventh, drag it across to 63, make sure this follow button is on. And what this means is when I move this knob past 64, it'll move to the sus4 chord, and when it's under 64, it'll move to the minor seventh chord. So you might get an idea of where we're going. Let's hit map. Now we can map this chain selection up here, and I want you to watch this chord device change as I move past 64. See that? sus4, minor seventh, sus4, minor seventh. We can use this to our advantage. So let's hide that up. Okay, we're going to go to our chord channel again. Let's put a sound in. You can put any sound in. A really cool instrument over here in Ableton 9 is Faceplant. You might want to check that out. I've got a sound that I was using before, which I would like to continue to use. It's a layered sound. There's Diva, and there's also a mini moog here, and there's a piano sound there as well. I've layered them up. So let's just play around. We're just going to put in a really simple rhythm, try and get some movement going over that beat. We're going to insert a MIDI clip, okay, a 2-bar MIDI clip. 32 is fine. Let's drag that out to the length of our loop. We all know chords have to be blue. And I'm literally just going to draw in a couple of notes and try and get some movement going. Before I do, let me show you what this sounds like without the chord rack. So we're in the key of E flat. I'm just going to use an E flat note. Okay, turn it on. You hear the difference in the minor 7 to the sus4, minor 7th, sus4. Right, so let's put something in. Really easy, not rocket science. I'm just going to punch in some notes, starting with the E flat, since that's the key we're in. Okay, now the first thing you notice, everything we're playing is hitting that minor 7th chord. Well, I want these two F notes over here to be the sus4. So we're going to do that through automation. Really easy. You just simply click our chord selector. In fact, while we're here, let's just quickly rename that. Chord select. And when I move that up past 64, the chords that are playing on that channel become the sus4. Very simple. Now you can see how you could use this with 3, 4, 5 different chords in the rack. So let's go through, and I'm going to basically draw in some automation. Remember, with automation in Ableton, you click the parameter you want to automate, it automatically turns this section into the automation panel. I like to extend it out here so it's always there permanently. So we're going to play through, and I'm going to make these F notes sus4s. Pretty cool. So you can see as we're hitting the notes that we want to change, it automatically flicks over to the sus4 chain. If this is not moving automatically for you, you just need to click this button here, the follow button. And yeah, you could do this with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chords, as many as you like. So have fun. Let's just play it through one more time, and yeah, hope you enjoy. Another thing I like to do really quickly is just to change the velocity values here on each of the chords so that it humanizes it a bit more, gives it more of a human feel, because when your fingers hit a keyboard, you're not hitting each key at the same velocity. So I think it's important to change up the velocity here. You can actually also apply another MIDI effect, the velocity MIDI effect, and tweak that to get even more humanization going, but that'll take some time and I think outside of the scope of this tutorial. So just change the velocities down here and yeah, let's play through again. Okay, so this has been Jehan for the School of Synthesis. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. I think it's a really quick and easy way to get chords into Ableton. Once you get that down, you'll be writing chord progressions in no time. Remember, less is more, always. So sometimes the simplest ideas can be the most effective as well. All right, see you next time.